most respected chair, Professor Mita Koticha ma'am, my colleague Dr. Kashinath, and dignitaries and stalwart of Ayurveda, related to Ayurveda, especially Professor Bhushan Patwardhan sir, Asmita Vele ma'am, Yavala sir, my industry friends from Himalaya, from RB, Dr. Gaurav, my colleagues, and all the people, Girish Momayaji, international, and also from Argentina, Luis Veraji. Well, very warm welcome and welcome to this session of the food which has been assigned. I also sincere thanks to the organizers who have given me the chance to speak about this topic. On this very special day, that is International Universal Health Coverage Day, so probably we are trying to cover the health as much as possible with the help of food, with the help of Ayurveda. Anyway, once again, welcome. And this topic which has been allotted to me on the session is a revelation. I look, it is always a boring, because you have the limitations, you can't go beyond that, what has been drafted. But yes, it is a need of power to regulate either it is food, it is medicine, and the very concept is very clear. Concept is, if something works, let us use it, and when you use it, let us regulate it. So this is a very concept. We must follow this concept, and that's in that way. Please, I start my deliberations. I am poor in this gadgets. Anyway, ma'am has become all the same school of thoughts already. We even share the common PPTs also. So many of my slides which will appear in the same, what madam has spoken, so I will quickly run over from those slides. My presentation will be basically focused on background and the accelerated growth market, and a sector agnostic approach, what we are feeling in Ayush, and also we will look into regulatory know-how, and the way forward also. So very quickly, if I go for the background, probably it needs to be done why this category has been brought. If you see a lot of food product in any form is being flooded in the market, right from the golden milk, right from the latte, right from the, and there are so many formulations in the country and across the country they are flooded. And with market-driven approach, maybe due to sub-optimum, I should not say on this platform, sub-optimum regulatory and quality parameters. And definitely, the recent COVID has given the boost for all these exercises. So this has lit a light how to start with, and those times the entire world was grappling in that COVID. Ministry of Ayush, I am thankful to the Ministry of Ayush, which was working on this very concept of Ayurveda Ahara, and they're true generating due to many of the formulations, many of the recipes, many of the ingredients which has been displayed in FSSI, especially plant-based nutraceutical category, they were overlapping with Rule 158B that talks about the Bal and Poshan. So there are some items which are appearing in that context, which are having the contradictory or somewhere overlapping, overarching. That a consensus was done. Okay, let us first to make a separation of those items which are not as a food, which are exclusively as a medicine. Then this was also observed that yes, there could be a novel category of food which could be brought as a Ayurveda Ahara. In the country, and across the country you travel, you see there are many food products are available. To bring those commerce in the sector, and offering something good to the public, health cautious public, the public who is seeking their health, wellness and supports from the plant-based medicine. An attempt was made with the help of the experts from CSIR, experts from FSSI, experts from the Ayush, experts from the drug manufacturers also. This special category was brought, and a lot of deliberation, more than 700 comments came on this draft notification. Finally, the month of May, this resolution came. So this very small background, and move quickly forward. If you see in the background, everything revolves the money or the commerce. I should accept it. Yes, the purist approach people may not like, but yes, somewhere the money rounds. And if you see the global status, like the food product, the business of the food product is accelerating like 9 billions. It is huge, and with a rate of 6.7 CJR, and that is a huge food market is available, the revenue is available. Similarly, the four revenue generated from online. This has got a lot of business now. Riders are more than 7% growth is in this thing. Total revenue through online sales. This, of country perspective, you see, India is a food basket for the world, and more than 800 billions of the growth rate, 11% of the food products. Keeping all this in mind, this regulation was brought, and I am not going into all detail what nutrition. Everybody knows what nutrition is, how it is useful. Yes, this point already Madam has taken what I said very starting with the new this we are sharing. This global, the entire world is suffering, not India. Every 11th person is suffering from the hunger. Every 11th person. More than 30% of the ladies are anemic. 37% of the ladies are the pregnant ladies are the anemic. More than 40% each of this child of the below the 5-year age are suffering from the anemia. This is horrible. This is horrible. In spite of a lot of efforts, nothing could have moved forward or just moving, creeping rather. Yeah, we all understand what is malnutrition. Need not explain. These are a few pictures. This goal, WHO is taking this all consideration. Strategy was also been made by the WHO, which talks about the food security. A lot of efforts being done how to make this concept to at the end of the society people through the fairs, through the international fairs, the attempts have been made, and strengthening, encouraging the stakeholders. WHO made the policies for this. Impact, yes, you know, this is a very good study what says that minimally processed food are good for the NCDs, or the more processed the food is more processed, it creates the more NCDs. So definitely this is some way forward for what we are looking to. Decade of action nutrition, everybody knows, I'm not going into details. Yes, if you see the plant product, there are a lot of work has been done, which plant and which items we take, and this all has what I have tried to call out. This all is available. Just giving you a glimpse what could be probiotics in terms of the Ayurveda, what could be prebiotic in terms of Ayurveda, what could be dietary fibers, what FUFA and MUFA talks flaxseed. These all studies are there, nothing to share with. Concept of food, Mahabhashaj, everybody knows the people who are. I see the less people here, but I'm happy. I'm happy just in terms of going the other way. The volume is less, but I understand the density is more because inversely proportional. So I see the more density here. So I will try to focus on those concepts. Yes, dietary guidelines are there. Ayurveda talks exclusively about what dietary guidelines, what should be. One more, what's so important is Viruddha. This is a dietary incompatibility. A lot of it been stated, not going in details. This is a slide, dark pulses, what could be used. I'm not going into all details. It's all available. My slide will be available. You can see. You all know what to eat, how to eat. This is simple. Poshan Abhiyan already Madam has talked about. This Ayush has taken the initiative for the Poshan Mukh Bharat. The advisory has been issued by the ministry. Relevant research are there, so always available. What ma'am was sharing. Yes, I will like to come on this Ayurveda Ahara specifically, though ma'am has paid. Yes, we are not considering very clearly. There are a lot of questions we are experiencing to whom we should talk about what is Ayurveda Ahara, what to keep, because many of our own medicine are overlapping. How to create a difference between, yes, we have kept all the medicines which are being regulated under the category of Drug and Cosmetic Act, under the category of Schedule E, because many items are going on both sides. So we have kept aside, and even the medicine which are regulated by the DNC, we are not accredited. But yes, many items, what I said in Schedule 4 are appearing. Even we, in a broader definition, the Drug and Cosmetic Act talks about the roughly 54 plus books, which is considered in Ayurveda. But this regulation encompasses more. 71 books have been included in Schedule A, what the madam was talking about, wherein the books of the drugs, along with the books of the food practices, because many of them have been left, so we have included in Schedule A. I will come, next slide. These are the schedules. These are the important for you. These are schedules. First, Schedule A talks about the 71 books, which includes first schedule books, and the Schedule B, the category of Ayurveda Ahara regulation, with different category, what madam was explaining. Schedule C is the list of permitted additives. It includes the binders, it includes the thickeners, it includes the natural agent, this number is 32, and Schedule D is a modified macrobial standards. Here the adaptation has been made from FSSR itself, where it talks about the process hygiene criteria and the food safety criteria. Both of the criteria have been taken care because entirely being new. And the Schedule D is a labeling provision where the madam was showing the labels. Labels has its own value, but I will come to the label, I will explain you. Yeah, if you talk the category A of the this regulation, it exclusively talks about simply the recipes which are appearing, in authoritative 71 books, that could be category A. That category A doesn't require, it only needs the intimation to authorities, what madam was saying, intimate the authority and start the production. So this is a category A because there is no innovation here. It is entirely the classical product which has been explained in our classic. Again the category B. There are two other more categories are B, B1 and B2. B talks about any other ingredient. If you examine this Ayurveda Ahara and Drug and Cosmetic Act, where the Drug Act limits you not more than item which has been described in those books, 54 books. Here we have opened the platform. Yes, plants like stevia, which is grown exclusively in the country. Even the ginkgo is being grown. So we have made the provision. If such item, which is only for the reference, such item which has been not described in our old classics, it could be included in Ayurveda Ahara category B1 subject. The manufacturer establishes it. The classical principles of Ayurveda, that is ras, good, will, vipak. Agar manufacturer usko prove kar pata hai, it is close simile lata hai, then it could be covered. And category D, and next category B1, which what modified form, say some formulation has been checked for some text is for some other dosage form, and he changed the dosage form. That is a category B, and category B2, exclusively tied for the intended use and the benefit adjuvant to the support. This, what already said, this is one thing I explained, I will say only one. It is not recommended for the children. Though there are some very beauties are available with Ayurveda for the neonates, for the infants, but due to, we should accept in this platform, due to insufficient scientific data available for the neonates and for the children below 24 months, we are not included this Ayurveda Ahara, we are not recommended Ayurveda Ahara for the children below 24 months. And the added vitamins we all notice to keep the sanctity, this has been not allowed. Yes, the packing, because this regulation is still moving very slowly, is creeping rather, in fancy rather. So yes, since the regulation is creeping and we are a part of the FSSR, so the packing provisions, the labeling provisions which applies to the plant-based nutraceutical has been similarly adopted for this regulation. It will also give the visibility on international platforms also. Yes, we are following the rule, same. And what ma'am said, the expert committee is working for all these things. Yes, this logo, you see the 5 leaves, this represents the Panch Mahabhut concept, what Ayurveda talks about. And this label must be appearing on the product. And the label claim will be definitely, I have the time. Kashiji, I have the time. 2 more minutes. Okay, this is appearing, this will be appearing on that. And it should be not substitute for the varied diet only for dietary use out of children. This all will appear over for. This is the label what is going to appear. These are the. Yes, these are the criteria. What was already explained back. What should be. There are 2 claims are there: health benefit claims and disease risk reduction. Make it very clear. One disease risk reduction, and now a lot of support has to be given. How the health benefit it is easier. These are, you will see what the additives, what already had. Yes, this I tried what ma'am said. We tried to call out some recipes which are given in the classics, this could be of the interest of our manufacturers. These have their own commercial or the dietetic value. This could be used like Gulab Sharbat, what you call, Jaljeera, mango preparation. These are very common, Kushman, Davle, and Khajuradi. They have their therapeutic and supportive support also, and as well as a dietetics also. Yeah, I would like to share this platform also. Yes, a lot of being said, a lot we are speaking on many platforms we have deliberated. Schedule A, what we have talked about, Schedule A is a book. We have tried to call out more than 700 formulations from the all classic book. Because in the classic, if you go very cautiously, you see the classics talks about the drugs also. If the manufacturer is not from the Ayurveda side, he may sometimes manufacture some metallic preparation and come down to you with a request, I am making this bhasma, it is a food. For that purpose, a compendium has been made, and we have called out the classical formulations from entire battery of the book, 70 books, this 700 classical formulations. Okay. That's why I was asking. So this compendium talks, different categories are there. So I hope that very soon you will be getting in a pub. Already we have circulated for the comments. Already we have circulated for the comments have come. And this will, sooner we will be bringing the entire compendium. This contains the 700 recipes of 71 items, which is awle, this is mishra, this is a mud, cold beverage, laddu, rice. This goes on and on. So this, recently we tried a lot, but due to some administrative reasons, we couldn't launch. We were planning to launch the Ayurveda Ahara compendium because we received a lot of requests from the manufacturers, a lot of requests for accommodations, because there lies a bit confusion between whom we are going to take in the category A. So for that purpose, we initially started. The first volume is very ready. To being the FSSI, the custodian of the act and custodian of the rule. So just some administrative conversation is going on for this compendium, which will be shared in public sooner. I'm not sharing the details. Yes, at this point of time, I can say this contains more than 112 recipes in different categories, which are exclusively the food. And this recipe goes 112 numbers. So different categories, under 26 categories are there. So we are trying to launch it as soon as possible because we are appreciating since 2020-22, this regulation has come. In the public domain, final notification come, still miles to go ahead. Still I would request, there are so many industry friends are there, colleagues are there, senior stalwarts, Bhushan Patwans are there, to guide us no further because a lot of work still needs to be done in terms of the safety criteria, in terms of the making how it will be made more user friendly, in terms of how the more manufacturers are attracted towards going beyond the hedge, beyond the purest approach. It is a detrimental step of pulling Ayurveda back to the. This is not like that. It is not like that. We require some more industry to come forward to adopt. And yes, we are hopeful. We are hopeful that this is a health initiative. If somebody has health, we have the hope, and the one who is a hope, he has everything. So I understand. Yes, we are hopeful to launch this, and yes, we are addressing PM Modi's this thing. And this point of I thank you for your patience hearing. I understand the next session is quite close to us, but yes, I will. It is open. Probably Kashi will take how to steer the further. But such attempt has been made, and we are always believers. Since COVID, a group of the experts, and I am at this platform. I acknowledge my Vice Chancellor, sir, Sanjeev Sharma, sir, who has been always instrumental supporting at the left-hand support, what we call Mita Kotesha ma'am, my own colleagues, Dr. Sarvesh, Ritesh, Rakesh, and all my Rashast and Brahmaguna faculty. My students, MD, PhD students sitting in front of me, they have been all instrumental bringing this compendium and bringing Herculean task of bringing you some format which is looks very easy but very tough to perform. With these words, I stop my deliberation. I try to convey what I had on in my travel journey. I think, thank you, thanks a lot.